Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Dr. CDCS, and this is part 2 of my playthrough of Syndicate for DOS. Where we left off, we took Europe, Asia, we moved our way through. Oh, did that mute the mic? What keeps muting the microphone? Sorry, I just realized, oh, I think I realized. Okay, hang on, give me a second here. Huh, that's interesting. It didn't mute the microphone, but something did mute the microphone. Well, I'm glad I caught that. So, my mouse cursor was off the DOSBox window, so it was in a different window. But I initially typed, was it the colon? No. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Oh, that's a weird time for that to start. Hang on. I realized that entire stream quality would drop in the middle of this just as I started. That's great. Let's... Well, I'm going to start it up anyways. But like I was saying, my mouse cursor was off the game window, so I didn't realize that I was typing stuff into Windows as opposed to the DOSBox window. So it somehow my mic got muted, and I was just trying to figure that out. But now I got a more pressing matter. The stream quality has tanked considerably. So I'm gonna have to drop the quality quite a bit. All right, until this resolves itself. So let's drop it down to that and see if that helps. Okay, so the bitrate is now 1000. It was at 3500, which is normal. I had to drop it down to 1000 because I went from 0 to 11% in terms of drop frames. That was not good. And I've only been streaming for 8 minutes. So when that happened, that was a bit of a red flag. Let me just change this. Let me see if I can increase it. Let me see if I can bump it up a bit more. 1300. Still pretty stable. Okay. $1,800? Let's try 1,600. Ooh, 1,600 is kind of the cutoff. Oh, let's drop that. Let's go back to put 1,250. Okay, 1,250. It's going from green to yellow in terms of stream quality, so it's not hitting red, which is fine. So we'll leave it at that. All right, let's continue Syndicate. Sorry about that for like 4 minutes or so. Already seen that intro. Load it up. F3. And that will be save 25. Yep, like I said, We're taking over all of Europe, Asia, Southeast Asia, went down to Africa, went through the Middle East, and now we're in the process of taking a look at Africa. And yeah, all right. So Mauritania, Nigeria is not accessible. Sudan, Zaire, and Mozambique are next. Okay, those are the next three. So let's see what Zaire is. Personal acquisition. Sudan. Assassination. And Mozambique. Oh, sorry, not Mozambique. Did I already look at Mozambique? Yeah, I did. Did I? Equipment acquisition. Okay, Mozambique is equipment acquisition. And Mauritania. Personnel. All right. I guess we'll do assassination. What's Sudan? Yeah. Vengeance. 2 street punks from the nearby city have been acting as informants against us for an enemy syndicate. They have been passing on information regarding our training and scout activities in the area. This is obviously detrimental to our scope of operations in this area, so we have decided to take action against them. Your squad is to enforce a strict no information policy on the 2 people in question, preferably with a lot of ammo. Alright, Syndicate update. We believe that they are we believe that they know we are after them, and that they have passed this information on to their contacts. You can expect to meet resistance from several enemy strike squads. Right? Target update. The targets have split up in an attempt to make your job harder. We suspect that they are holed up in individual buildings in the east and south of the city. Tactics. Try to deal with the enemy squads first, as they will be too much of a distraction when it comes to the targets. When the enemy agents are destroyed, then it's up to you whether you pursue the targets one at a time or both at once. We only know the location of the first target at this time, so it's probably better to do it one after the other. Alright, we're doing this one first. Alrighty, so let's reload our men. And yeah, actually, I forgot to check. Give me a second here, bear with me. Okay, looks fine. I just had to check what the OBS stream looked like. I mean, the stream on OBS looked like, I mean. Yeah, so I added a kill counter for the number of agents I lost. So I've lost 4 so far. And hopefully those are the last that I lose. Probably not going to happen, but I do have some money, and now I've accumulated about 5 million, just under 6. So that should be a nice little nest egg for in case I lose an entire squad. Let's accept. Alright, here we are. Assassination. We're going to stop right here. Whoops. Accidentally ran over a cop. My bad. Here they come. Oh, crap. We're gonna have to run. Okay, the amethyst is still up and running. I didn't want that to explode. Alright, oh, get away. Let's reduce all our values so that the buildup we put... I enter panic mode, so all my stats have been increased, but there is a negative side effect with doing that, so I'm just reducing everyone's stats so that... Just also unequip everyone's guns so that we don't get attacked by police. There we go. Quicker to baseline, I guess. There we go. Oh, hey there, Fortuna. How's it going? Hey, new game. Yep, Syndicate. I missed the ending of the last game. How was it? The last mission took me... It was 2 parts. Well, it essentially took me, oh, maybe 10 hours to beat that one last mission. So yeah, good times were had. But yeah, the entire last episode is basically that final mission, and also what, maybe 2 hours, 2-3 hours of the episode before that. So it took me a long time to beat that. It was a long mission because the big problem is that unlike the rest of the game, sorry, just taking care of some trash. Unlike the rest of the game where there's only like a few enemies on screen at any given time per sector, in the last mission, they respawn. It was difficult. It was extremely difficult because every enemy you killed, it respawned a new one. So for every guy I killed, yeah, there were like 8 guys on the map. You kill one, another one pops up. And so basically I had to like break my team into 2. A main defense force that were just fighting off wave after wave of enemies. And one guy who happened to be the most expensive mercenary in the game, he went on like a suicide run by himself to take care of it, and it was pretty fun. In the end, very satisfying. So we got that victory. I hate when games do that most of the time, change how the game works also. Yeah, it's frustrating when that happened. And I didn't realize it for like that entire last episode. I didn't realize it until I guess the very end, when it hit me like, oh man, there's a reason why I'm having such trouble with these enemies. At first I thought there were just a lot of enemies, and it turns out like it's not an infinite respawn, but you have to kill like 100 guys, and it was getting to the point where you have to consistently siege the enemy until you're able to do that. I was not able to do that. Like, you couldn't just like leave and sorry, give me a second. I just want to kill this person. There we go.
Please, put down your weapons.
Right, mission completed. In the middle of talking. But yeah, it was rough. It was so bad. Yeah, the biggest problem is that you have to basically end the day while still in the zone so that the game still registers it as a siege, quote unquote. Because if you just leave the zone and end the day, the respawn counter will reset apparently. So I had to not only take damage from enemies during that day, but when you flee, there's a chance you could take damage from the enemy as well. So I was getting like just wrecked. So I took a chance, and it took a long time, but it worked. And it was awesome. It was really satisfying to get that victory. I got a bad. There's actually multiple endings to that game. So I got actually the first time I got the ending, I got the bad ending. I mean, what they consider a bad ending. Then I tried getting the good ending, and then Chubo gave a raid, so a bunch of people came in and they were able to see me get the good ending, and that was frustrating as well. That was tough because it's a turn-based game, but then the last chunk of the game involves explosions in real time. So imagine playing a turn-based game, but you have real-time explosions. How does that make sense? It's incredibly difficult. It's rough. It was rough. But yeah, we got it. And speaking of which, we also got Sudan under our control. Alright, so mission completed for agents. Took us 8 days, 23 hours in game to kill 22 enemy agents, 27 police officers, 1 guard was killed, and our hit accuracy was 66%. Alrighty, so next new areas have opened up. Nigeria and Zaire. Well, Zaire was already there, so what's Nigeria? Personnel acquisition, alright. What is... I think this was equipment, right? Oh, this is also personnel acquisition. Underguard. A renowned research scientist is working for the military weapons program in the area, although she has no idea of the importance of her work. The military are anxious that she completes her research as soon as possible, and consequently she is under heavy guard. Our researchers and design boys would dearly like to have a chat with her and find out what she knows. Your squad must persuade the notable scientist to come and see the R&D lads. Alright. If you're there still, can you just let me know how the stream quality is? Because early on I noticed the stream quality dipped quite a bit. So if you could let me know if it's watchable or if it's stuttery, just give me a heads up. What's the story with this game? Well, Syndicate's pretty simple. You're a corporation in a dystopian future, and well, actually, I'll take a look here. This is where we started in Western Europe, and your corporation, basically takes control of all these territories, and eventually the world. So I spread my influence through, well, I've taken over. I've completed these missions. I'm in the white. And I'm now passing through Africa. Then eventually I'm going to go through North America, go through South America, Central and South America, then eventually to the Atlantic Accelerator, which is the final mission. And there's not really much of a story other than you're just a corporation fighting other corporations for control of the world. It's pretty simple. But it's very good. It's a fun game. The AI sucks, but it's a small problem. Seems fine. It started a few minutes. Okay, but seems to be fine. Okay. As long as it's okay, because... Oh, man, let me drop the bitrate a bit more then. I don't know what happened. I did the speed test, and it seemed to be fine. But as soon as I start streaming, 4 minutes in, as soon as I switched from stream starting soon to the actual stream, boom, it went red. I don't know. It's really unfortunate. My internet just sucks. Ugh. Alright, let's see the info. Defense update. While she is working in the research building, there's a very strong security presence. These guards are well equipped and very well trained, although obviously not to our standards. Target update. Rather than keep her locked away for all hours, the target is occasionally allowed out for a walk now and again. This is definitely when she is at her most vulnerable. Even so, there are still guards along the way. Tactics. If ever there was a job for a sniper, then this is it. 2 agents should be deployed, one with a Persuadertron and the other with a long-range rifle. Make a detailed study of the area and specifically the guard points along the way before making your move. The agent with the long-range rifle should pick off the guards from maximum range while the other agent moves in and persuades the target. Take care not to alert the guards as they may accidentally catch a scientist with a stray shot. I'm just going to turn on the Persuadertron for everyone and grab as many people as I can and just flood the area and just grab as many as people under my wing as I can. Oh, hey there, Jip. How's it going? Snowy Pop. Is that in reverse? I can't read it. Whatever it is, I can't read it. Alright, reload. 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 And let's go in. Alright. I don't know if they're enemy agents. There might be. There always are. Yep. There's enemy Syndicate agents. So, let's turn on everyone's Persuadertrons. And let's start grabbing people. Uh-oh. Hey, I don't think we can. I don't think we can. Alright, here they come. Panic mode engaged. How many guards are there? Not guards. Oh god. Okay. Sorry. I got a bit distracted by the fact that I was getting Alright, so I taken care of the guards that were near that area, but now I'm making my way as quickly as I can, and now I'm inside a building by accident. One of the problems is you can't look inside buildings and you can't rotate the camera, so it makes things a little difficult. Oh shoot, we got her. That was her? Haha, that's pretty funny. Alright. So now... Uh-oh. There we go. Took care of that guy. There we go. Mission completed. That worked itself out. And there was not much to say. Like, it was so chaotic. They're running around in panic mode, so they're running around really fast. They're just killing things on their own, and eventually the lady we're supposed to persuade just literally walked up to us, and I just clicked the button to persuade her, and the extraction point was close by. That's it. There's not much else to say about that. That was really fast. Yeah, so we completed the mission. 2 days, 20 hours, 8 enemy agents killed, and 90% hit accuracy. I forgot to save too, so I should really save before the next mission. Alright, so the next We got Nigeria, Zaire, Mozambique. Nigeria. Personnel acquisition. I guess we're acquiring a prince. Oh, anyways, body snatchers. An activist is staying in the nearby city. She has already proved that she has great leadership abilities, but better still is her network of underground communications. If we could persuade her to join our cause, then she would be a valuable ally. Your squad will be deployed somewhere in the vicinity. Tactics. The single agent stands the best chance of getting in quick with the minimum of fuss. If enemy syndicates are present and reports indicate that this is likely, then you would be well advised to take in 1 or 2 further agents as backup. They can then... Oh, sorry. Oh, man. They can then provide cover as the first locates the target and persuades her. Alright, seems simple enough. Let's go and accept it. Same job as before. Oh, we actually got long range weapons used this time. I didn't realize that. Fix that up. And reload that. Let's go back to the menu and let's save. 26. Save. Briefing. And let's start. Time and mission 20 hours, 2 days. That's some fast time. Yeah, so it only takes like a couple of minutes in real life, but like I guess this clock is going so fast. Maybe it's because of DOSBox. I don't know, but or if it's set like that, I'm not really sure, but it's pretty funny to see that. All right, let's begin. All right. Select all agents. Let's go. Oh, here come the enemies. What a surprise. It said 1 agent should be enough, but no, that's never the case. They always rush you. Here they come. So, the reason they're attacking by themselves is because I've engaged what is called panic mode in the game. If you press down the left and right mouse buttons together, they'll initiate this, and all their stats, you see this red bar, blue bar, and I don't know what color this is, brown. These are their different stats. This is adrenaline, intelligence, and perception. Yeah, these individual bars will be put to their max, and they'll actually think for themselves, and basically it'll be like a rudimentary AI will shoot for you. But yeah, it's pretty effective in a pinch. But you got to remember, you always got to turn them off because you don't want them. The higher these levels go, they kind of, I think they have a crash. It affects them adversely the longer they're in that mode. So you kind of just want to turn it off when it's quiet. All right. We're just 4 regular dudes and dudettes walking across the street. Oh, our target's close by. Whoa. Go in, go in. Ah. Alright, we persuaded her. Now we just gotta evacuate. Took care of that guy. Now we just gotta go, I guess, back the way we came. Make sure she doesn't get killed. Oh, she picked up a gun? That's not a good idea. Oh. Come on. Get up here. There we go. That's the mission. For the most part, a lot of these missions are really quick. But some missions can take a while, especially when you die, when they're very complicated and tricky. But yeah, completed 4 agents used. If you can believe it, it took actually longer than the other mission to complete. And we killed 16 enemy agents. 6 guards were killed. 1 person was persuaded, and our hit accuracy was 94% because I let the AI do the shooting. All right, next up, Zaire. The Policeman's Ball, personnel acquisition. The captain of the local police force is planning to retire after a long and glorious career in which he rarely strayed from the path of justice, unless we asked him to. His replacement is reputed to be in the pocket of another syndicate and will obviously not be as helpful. Your squad is to persuade the new captain and bring him back to the landing zone so he can be taken to the headquarters for a chat. Syndicate update. The enemy syndicate has gotten wind of this plan and has dispatched a defense squad for the protection of the captain. Target update. The target is in the complex in the northwest sector of the city. He may be considerably harder to persuade than a normal civilian due to his police background. We also believe him to be armed. Tactics. 1 or 2 agents with light automatics and at least 1 persuadatron should have no trouble with the captain. The enemy squad should take more consideration. If you deploy a few agents, then keep them together for the best defense and let them watch each other's backs. I guess I read that wrong because it sounded like there would be more instead of a period. If you deploy a larger amount, then try to lure the enemy squad into an ambush situation. Do not engage anybody near the target zone, as this may endanger the target. Alright. Another snatch and grab of a person, so we're going to reload as always. And there's no more research to be done. We've already completed that. So let's go back and save. Oops. Go back. Yep. This looks very familiar to the other place. So we'll all group here together and see if anyone decides to attack us. That's kind of the thing with having enemy agents. They tend to rush you more often than not, so you just try to see if you just wait it out and see if they come to you. I mean, sometimes it doesn't happen, but a lot of times it does. So I'm just taking a look to see if anyone's rushing us. Another big way to know is because the music will change. If the music changes, then you know someone's coming to attack you. But I don't see any enemy agents so far. But the mission briefing did say there were enemies. So those are policemen. Still haven't come across an enemy agent yet. Oh, music changed. I don't know where they're coming from. The minimap will show me. Oh, there they are. Super slow. Let's go. They all got explosives too. Alright, the music went back, and that beeping you're hearing is a time bomb. So we got to keep our distance because it will go off unless someone picks it up, but we don't need it right now. Alright. Weapons, 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 weapons. There is an enemy agent. The music... They're firing at someone.
Selected. Selected.
Okay. Seems good. So let's grab some civilians and then make our way to the captain and persuade him. Let's get our little swarm of people going. Got a nice little party of friends ready to party. Alrighty. We are definitely rushing him. And we got him. That was super fast. Once you have level 3 a level 3 brain and it becomes really easy. Look at this. So you're kind of like the bad guys in this game. Yeah, we're not good people. Look at that swarm of people we've persuaded. And a lot of times if you're able to, you can like just use this swarm and instead of fighting other Syndicate agents, you can just persuade them. And they'll join you as soldiers. Which is extremely hilarious. Alright, we just gotta make sure the guy who's yellow and white, who's flashing, is staying with us because he needs to be in the evacuation zone along with us. Alright, I think he's gonna be... Oh, there he is. Mission completed. You just started a riot. I started a cult movement. And we were done. That was not too difficult. All right, that took 5 days. 5 days and 6 hours. 7 enemy agents killed, 4 policemen were killed, and 59 people were persuaded. Hit accuracy, 100%. Yep, that's what happens when you leave the AI. They tend to be pretty accurate with their shots. Would you like to hear the good news about Global Corp? We're Eurocorp, not Global, not yet. I mean, I named it Eurocorp because that's the in-canon name for Syndicate Wars. That's a name. Well, that's the name. I mean, Syndicate. Actually, no. I'm sorry. It's actually in the manual that your company is Eurocorp. Yeah, and it goes on in same name in Syndicate Wars, and in the 2012 release by Starbreeze, you work for Eurocorp. So that is the in-canon company that is the main protagonist organization, I guess. Is that the right word? Of Syndicate. All right. We now have access to South Africa, but first we'll do Mozambique. Another equipment. Oh, this is not... I misread that. I thought it's a personnel acquisition. It is actually equipment. The alleyway. One of our army contacts has just informed us of a major weapon project that the army has been working on. The RLX-240 is an experimental portable rocket launcher and is being developed in a science base in the desert. Reports show that it has just reached a prototype stage. Naturally, our tech boys want this weapon, and it's down to you to get it. Defense update. The base itself consists of a long alley from the entrance down to the main building at the far end. It is guarded by several security units with some quite heavy weaponry. We also believe that there are bunkers with heavy weapon emplacements in the main building itself. If this is the case, then they would have an incredible field of fire and be able to take down anything that moved down the main alley. Uh-oh, this sounds like a real test. Target update. The weapon itself is believed to be housed in a secure room on the roof of the far building. Tactics. As resistance is going to be tough, you should take in the most powerful squad you can muster. You will be attacked from both sides as you walk along the road, so try to stick to the one side. It may be worthwhile sending a lone agent around the side and try to reach the building that way. As nothing is known about the internal structure of the main building, you are very much on your own when you enter it. Okay. Interesting. But, once again, we're going to reload our weapons. And I guess I'm going to save. 28. Save. I wonder why nobody has made a modern clone of this. They did, actually. Satellite Rain was made by the original developers of Syndicate. Some of the team members who worked on this game made Satellite Rain. And Satellite Rain is a lot like Syndicate. But, I mean, it's not the same premise as your corporation, and you don't have multiple cities, but I think it takes place in one giant city. Isn't that an RPG? No. Satellite Rain is more like Syndicate. It's more like Syndicate Wars, I should say. But no, it's supposed to be a spiritual successor to Syndicate. You got it in a bundle a long time ago. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, you should. I picked it up, but I haven't played it. I have a friend who... so we... Actually, 4 of us got it. Or 5 of us. 1, 2... No, wait. 4 of us got it. Because it allows you to play co-op with 3 other people, I think. Like your own squad. Unfortunately, there was a bug. We couldn't get one person to connect to the game, so we never played it. But one of my friends actually played it recently by himself, and he said it's just like playing Syndicate. It was a lot of fun he said. But yeah. All right. I saved, right? Yeah. Oh wow. What the hell? What the hell attacked me?
Selected. Selected.
Ow. Oh, it's them. Okay, okay, okay. Oh god, they got rocket launchers. Better take a moment, take a breather, let my health come back. Yeah, that's interesting development. Uzi, long range, Uzi, minigun, gauze gun. That wasn't a rocket launcher, that was a gauze gun. Oh. Alright. Is this... Oh, okay. I guess we have to go up here then. Oh, this is weird. Huh. What? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. These guys cannot pathfind their way around. Your graphics got fuzzy again? Yeah, I don't know. I had to basically... It's not potato quality yet, but it's getting there. Uh-oh, these guys are stuck.
Selected. Selected. Selected.
Are you stuck? Oh no, how did that happen? My second agent is stuck. Oh, there we go. He got out. All right. But yeah, how do I get up here? There's no concept of elevators in this game. Alright, so while I look for a exit,
Selected.
I'll drop everyone's IPA values and let there be a bit of a cooldown. While I try and figure out how in the world I get this weapon. Is it underground? It might be underground. Oh my god, you guys. Where are you going? There we go.
Selected.
Alright. Maybe I just go straight. Is that not what I do? What am I supposed to do? Ah, I see an entrance. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! Alrighty. Oh, none of us have full... We have to drop... One of us has to drop the gun.
Selected.
There we go.
Selected. Selected. Selected.
Alright, we got it. Gauze weapon acquired. And let's get out. Well, the drop frames percentage seems to have improved. It was at 12%, 13%. Now it's down to 9.6%. So, maybe in a few minutes it'll be good enough so that I can bump up the bitrate once again. But luckily, I'm playing a game which is so old, it doesn't look that bad. Let me actually take a look and see how it looks like on my stream. I don't actually know, to be honest. Let's see. So yeah, it is 720 by 720 60 frames, but the bitrate is like 1100, so it does look fuzzy, unfortunately. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it gets fixed soon. You know what? I'll bump it up a bit. Let's take a look. So right now it's set to 1000. We'll change that to... Whoa, I just saw it go to yellow. and then go to red. So you know what? We'll leave it at 1,000. We'll leave it at 1,000. No harm, no foul, and we'll escape. This probably took like 20 days. You had to manually switch to 720. Yeah, I think it's outputting sometimes at 480. It was at 360 for some reason. Wow, that's a low bit rate, but it is set to 720 normally. Again, I'm so sorry about that. It's out of my hands. I've made maybe, I don't know, 30 or 40 calls to my ISP to try and resolve this, and they have not been able to, and it's a shame. It's rough. But anyways, 4 agents again were used. It took me 8 days, 5 hours to complete that mission. 43 guards were killed with 95% hit accuracy. Set that. And one more territory in Africa to go. South Africa. What do we have? Assassination. Every formation a parade. A severe information leak from a mole in our intelligence department has found its way into a local official in charge of the military activities in this area. Since then, the mole has been dealt with, but that still leaves the problem of this information floating around. We have learned that the same official is to attend an inspection at the local barracks. Security around the barracks is too high for us to drop into a complex itself, so your squad will be deployed somewhere around the perimeter, and you will have to find your own way inside. Once inside, the official must be assassinated. Target update. The target is being greeted by the base commander in the north side of the transport deck. As he has just arrived by car, he may attempt to leave if he sees you. Defense update. Being a military installation, you can expect heavy defenses. Most of the foot soldiers are equipped with light automatics, but there are also some heavy weapons specialists. It is not known exactly how many men are present at this time, but the figure is definitely in the 30s. Tactics. The first task will be getting into the complex itself. Some form of transport is definitely required. Once there, keep your team tight and keep your eyes open for ambushes. Concentrate fire on the heavy weapon specialists, as they will provide the most danger to the squad. Once the target is eliminated, an armored transport will arrive to take you to the pickup point. It will not hang around, so you will have to be on your toes. Alright, accept it. And reload. The gauze gun? I mean, it's like 50,000, so sure. Keep it. And... wait, no, save. Save. Save 29. Oh, hey there, Mr. Prawn. I had a splitter on my line that was left there from the cable company that was causing problems with my upstream and downstream. Removed it, and I've had consistent speed since. Yeah, see, the most recent visit they had, they said, oh, your line is not grounded. So the guy like installed like a box, he grounded the line, he did a whole bunch of stuff. Like it took him like a couple hours. He installed, like he actually changed the wiring in the house up to the modem. He did a bunch of things. But as far as I know, the only reason why it's happening is because there's some kind of, according to someone else who did a test, someone else came and he did a test on his laptop, and he said that the entire neighborhood where I'm living is affected by this same issue. And as far as you can tell, it might be because somebody's like turning on something like a dryer or dishwasher or a clothes washer or something. And that's causing interference according to him. And it seems to fit because around here your electricity rate goes like it gets cut in half after 7. So around this time is when people start doing their laundry and things. So I'm not surprised. Like it seems to be consistent, like 8:30, 9 o'clock. It always seems to have this thing, and it lasts for at least a couple hours, and it's really frustrating. But sometimes though it happens in the afternoon as well. It's just really bad. Um, I've read also there's some issues between the ISP and Twitch, so it's like there's like so many theories being run around about how people who stream on Twitch and use this ISP are like so affected by it. It's weird, and there's nothing I can do. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, the only reason I'm still with them is because they offered a really good deal on gigabit internet. Normally, I live in Canada, so gigabit internet usually costs probably $100 a month, um, and that's like, uh, I mean, it depends. Like I think one provider will provide like a cable package, but we don't even watch TV, so it's usually like about $100, give or take. So the internet provider I've been with, they were charging me like 70. It was like 60 or $70. And then just before the rate was going to increase, because I was under contract, and after that contract expired, it was going to be bumped up to its regular cost of like $110. So I was switching over to a competitor for a slightly cheaper price, maybe $15 less. And they then the ISP I was leaving called me and was like, "We can offer you the same internet package for $34.99, $34.99." So it was like, "What? Really?" And they gave us like, "Yeah, we'll also give you 2 months for free." And I was like, "Oh crap!" And as soon as like I heard that, I was like, "Oh no, I have to stay for my financial standing." Okay. How's that? I had to stop the stream and restart it. Are you able to hear me? Or is it poor quality? We'll switch it to this screen and see if there's anything actually happening on your end. Uh what do your speed tests say? That's kind of the thing though with the speed tests. I did a speed test just before I started and it was fine. And then like 5 minutes to the stream, it just tanked. Yeah, my upload rate went from 30 up to like 2. It's really bad right now. It sucks. Alright. Time for potato quality. We'll drop it to 800 and see if that stabilizes. Alright, so I ran a speed test. It said my upload rate was like 1 or 2. Woof, this is poor quality. So the question is, should I keep playing or should I stop the stream and hope that like what, stream later maybe? Or should I mean, can you guys hear me or is it bad? All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna put a hold on the stream for now. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let the. I'm gonna put a break here, and I'll give someone else a host. But I'm gonna see if I can come back and stream maybe in an hour or two, depending if the quality is improved, and see if I can resume this. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so I'll just type this into the chat in case no one can hear me. Yeah, because right now I'm getting like 20%, close to 25% drop frames, even at 800. Might be worth logging into your modem and taking a screenshot of the values. I've done that. I've actually called in the middle of a stream, or just before a stream started, and I've had to delay my stream because I've been on with tech support, and they've run tests and they said, yeah, there's a problem, and they always say the same thing. So it's always frustrating to talk to customer service. Oh boy. All right, so I'm gonna give someone a host. Hey, thanks for stopping by, phone. I'm sorry, like it's just not good quality. And I know I've dropped the bitrate down to 800, and I'm still having issues. So I'm gonna give someone a host, see how it is later, and maybe I'll come back and try and finish it off, or try and resume the game. Yeah, so let me see if anyone's playing anything, and hopefully, yeah, I mean, Retro's still playing, so let's give him a host, and yeah, but oh, Nightbot. That's the worst time to bring that up. Is that how you say his name? No, that's not how you type his name. Retro Gaming Junction. And yeah, so Retro is playing Fallout 1 Resurrection. So hopefully I'll be back. If not, I'll be back on Thursday. Wait, today's Wednesday. I'll be back on Friday with part 2.5 of Syndicate. But yeah, until then, hopefully I'll see you guys next time. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. Bye.